Ahoy, bold leaders. So you're asking yourself, how can I overcome burnout to create more content and to monetize it faster? You're in the perfect place. When I faced burnout for the first time, I thought that something's wrong with me because I've seen people creating content every single day, and I've seen people creating very good pieces of content every single day. And I started asking myself a question like, okay, I was creating content for a month every single day, and I'm already like burnt to the ground, not knowing what to do and not knowing what to say, and not willing to say anything to anyone. And I was started asking, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's wrong with me? And when I started asking the question, what's wrong with me? I got a huge load of answers like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not skilled enough. Oh, people don't like me. People don't want to read me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But the truth was, I was in a different situation. And I'm not saying this as, to say, oh, I was in a different situation and this is why they have easier lives and my life is much harder. Nothing of that sort, okay? But we are trying to compare apples with oranges. And when you try to compare apple with an orange and you say, oh, this apple is not orange enough and this orange is not red enough, or round enough or anything, it's not fair. So I started asking myself, how can I improve? How can I get better at this? How can I find more information and more stimulation for me as the content creator? And this went pretty well. So when you start asking yourself better questions, you get better results. And I knew how to use AI. I knew how to program AI because I was typing code in Python, because I knew AI from a different angle as a researcher. So I knew how to use AI, but when I was creating content related to marketing only, I felt, oh my gosh, it's so boring. It's so boring. I don't want to do it. And the truth is, it doesn't matter what you want. The most important part is what your people want. So let's dive deep inside how to overcome this situation. Number one, I'm not talking about the situation where you need to find professional psychologist or therapist who will support you in going through medical conditions related to the burnout. I'm not talking about it. I'm not saying that there are no situations, no severe situation where you need to have the help of a professional. I'm not trying to tell this to you. I was never in a state where I had to take drugs to go out of my conditions, of my challenges. Even when I was depressed, even when I was diagnosed with depression, I use all the tools I had in my tool belt not to take drugs to go out of depression. And I'm not saying you should do the same. I'm saying, listen, if you need the help of a therapist, go and have therapy. If you need the help of a doctor, go to the doctor. But if you're a kind of person who feels that, oh, I will need some more inspiration, or oh, I would like to go and increase my performance, or I would like to overcome this first symptoms of burnout, here you are. And if you're asking yourself, am I burnt out? Probably you are just facing the first syndromes of being burnt out. And what are they? You start feeling exhausted. You start feeling that you're not in the mood to create content. You start feeling that anything you create makes no sense. And your content starts performing poorly. And you see the decrease of interest from your people. Why? The truth is, when you have negative energy related to specific thing, you're not going to create high performing, incredible content because you yourself, you do not believe it can perform. So if you do not believe it can perform, how can it perform? Once we overcome this section and we start believing, okay, people might be interested in my content. You can go to ChatGPT because ChatGPT is perfect in logical tasks and ask it, Dear ChatGPT, I am this kind of person. I created this kind of products and I create this kind of content. Please create a content strategy that I can use for your platform, for example, Facebook profile or your YouTube on my YouTube channel. Okay. And once you have this prompt and you have the program or plan, content marketing plan from ChatGPT, then your next task is to select what topics are the most interesting for you. So select the lowest hanging fruit. You don't need to pick the one that is on the top of the tree so that you need to search for a ladder to put next to the tree, climb up and see, oh my gosh, it's still too high, because it's going to emotionally drag you down. Create content which is the easiest for you. And in most cases, the content that's the easiest for us is the content sharing our journey. So, for example, when I started this YouTube channel, I started sharing with you how I 10x'd my business in a year. The next step is using ChatGPT as a stimulation and reading your comments and asking you, what are the things that you would like to see on this channel? Because I'm really willing to share them with you. Okay, just ask and you shall receive. And I'm sharing this with you and I'm asking you for support in the form of questions under the videos because I really want to create content for you. My purpose, I have two, three. I have three purposes for this channel. Purpose number one, which is the most important one, is my friend Jenny told me that I'm 5'1" in human design, and 5'1s have the energy to sell on YouTube. And this series of films is to prove her wrong. So this is why I started recording it. Number two, my second purpose is I want to create this content for people who are on this channel, like you. People who are watching, who are listening, who want to overcome their burnout, who want to use artificial intelligence as their lever, who want to set their mindset for success using AI to make it work faster. And at the same time, I want to create low ticket products, digital products that I can sell to my audience, like between $7 and $97, because I believe that when I monetize this channel, I can leave my toxic work. I have something for my friend, Jenny. I have my intention for you. I want to help you. And I have my intention for me. I want to make money because I want to leave my 9 to 5. So being excited about it, this is the next thing you do when you overcome burnout. Find yourself a reason to create. You can speak about something that frustrates you. You can speak about something that makes you sad. You can speak about something that makes you energetic. You might speak about something that makes you joyful or excited. Keep in mind that the way you share your message, people will feel it. Okay? So when you say, oh, the life is so bad, you will magnetize more people who are like that, who feel that way. But if you show them that you've been in a situation where it was very, very bad, and now it's a little bit better, you help people who are one step before you. So share content, share your journey, tell them. This is the first step. What is your purpose? Why? Why do you create content? So I have three. I told you. Then when you overcome burnout, you need to create a situation that helps you create content. So for example, in my case, I sit down and record this video, and usually I record between 2 and 3 videos per day, and I schedule them. I edit and schedule them by myself to be released, preferably every single day. And when I see that 15 people saw my film, I don't feel discouraged. I feel, oh my gosh, 15 people saw my film. It's so incredible. Wow, it's great. I feel so motivated to create more for you because yesterday it was 0 and now it's 15. It's huge. Mindset. Believe that every number is there for a reason. If you are as excited to create content for your people when you have 0 views, And when you have 10,000 views, you will have more views. You will get traction. It's just a matter of time. And the next thing that I did, and you can do too, is to simply use ChatGPT to help you overcome the obstacles that you have when it comes to sharing content. And some of those challenges that you face are very real, and you need a coach or therapist or friend who can help you with those. So, for example, when people tell me I'm paralyzed when I start recording a video, I'm not laughing. I believe you. I've been there. I've been a lecturer. I've been teaching people for years. And when I stand there in front of the camera, I remember the feeling in early January 2023 when I was standing in front of the camera. I felt so icky. I felt so bad. I felt so weird because was trying to sell my offer and I didn't believe I deserved to be paid for my knowledge. I feel you. I understand you because I've been there. And I'm not telling you to push yourself beyond the boundaries to feel bad. I'm telling you to minimize this and to start. Is it hard for you to show your face? Is it hard for you to speak in front of the camera? Is it hard for you to create long form content so that people are connected to you and they listen to you? Go and talk to them as if they were your friends. Record the video of something that surrounds you. You don't need to record your face. You can record anything around you because people will feel you and this will give you confidence to get to put next step. Because all we do is just to put next step, one step at a time. And when you say that I feel overwhelmed, I feel so tired, I feel so exhausted, I don't want to do this. I know, I've been there. I really, really, really didn't want to start this channel. I really, really didn't want to do this. But the truth is, my coach would tell you it requires a decision. But for me, decision was not enough. Today, it was like 9 a.m. when I was sitting in front of the computer and I start my work at noon and I finish it at 8 p.m. And then at 8:30 I have a coaching session and 9:30 I have a coaching session and I finish my working day at 11 p.m. And next day I start at 7 a.m. So I'm not going to have a chance to see my daughter too much today. So at 9 a.m. today, I decided that I'm going to spend 1 hour with her instead of recording this video. Because even if I pushed myself to record the video at the cost of spending time with her, I wouldn't feel better. I would feel far worse. And I know that she's 3 years old for a limited period of time. So I prioritized her. And I'm sharing this with you openly because I decide not to feel guilty that I'm recording the videos. Because when we say, I feel guilty that I didn't do this and this and that, and in many cases, laundry. We don't like laundry. Like, oh. Give yourself permission to be a human. And once you do, and once you allow other humans on the other side of the screen to see how important it is to be a human, the burnout starts to fade away. Not because it disappeared, not because you took drugs, not because you didn't do anything, not because you fell into depression, but because you know you are doing something important. And you are. Just give yourself permission to take this one step further. Sending you all the positive vibes across the digital ocean. And see you in the next video. Bye.